20 years ago, an 18-year-old kid with long hair stepped onto the pitch for Argentina. Today, at 38, Lionel Messi is operating in what might be his final tournament. At an age when nearly all of his contemporaries have hung up their boots, he is still out there breaking football's most sacred scoring records. This tournament marks his 6th World Cup. That ties him with Cristiano Ronaldo for the most World Cup appearances by any male player in history. His longevity is defined by influence. He remains a history-making force on the world's biggest stage, performing well beyond a traditional athletic prime. We saw exactly what that dominance looks like in the group stage against Austria, where Messi managed a rare hat-trick. Those 3 goals made him the oldest player ever to score a World Cup hat-trick. More importantly, it brought his career total to 16. That perfectly tied Miroslav Klose's all-time World Cup goal-scoring record, a mark many thought would stand for decades. Despite the physical wear of 2 decades of professional football, his explosive scoring output remains intact, reinforcing an almost mythical status he holds right now. But if the statistics portray an unstoppable, immortal force, the reality of this specific World Cup campaign tells a completely different story, one that feels incredibly fragile. That fragility was fully exposed in the round of 32, when Argentina drew Cape Verde. This chart compares their official FIFA ranking points, illustrating a massive disparity. Cape Verde is the lowest-ranked nation to ever reach a knockout stage. Looking at historical point gaps, an upset seemed mathematically improbable. It was universally viewed as a walkover for the defending champions. Relying on paper statistics often invites a level of overconfidence that leaves a favorite unprepared for the physical reality of an inspired underdog. Things started exactly as expected. Messi opened the scoring, but then Cape Verde shockingly equalized. The match dragged on and was forced into extra time, instantly multiplying the physical toll on Argentina's 38-year-old captain. Then came the absolute crisis. Cape Verde took the lead in extra time with a stunning strike that many are already calling the goal of the tournament. The defending champions were suddenly pushed into the final seconds of extra time, staring down a humiliating premature elimination. In the 111th minute, a chaotic scrambled header managed to find the back of the net. Argentina barely survived with a 3-2 victory. Argentina survived, but they looked less like an invincible squad and more like a mortal team whose luck was nearly exhausted. Leaving the physical chaos of the pitch behind, the atmosphere inside the locker room carries a quiet, psychological weight. There is an unspoken goodbye hanging over the squad. Even though he hasn't officially announced it, everyone around him knows this is his final tournament. His coach, Lionel Scaloni, actively deflects the reality. He refuses to confirm the retirement directly, insisting his captain will play as long as he wants. That protective deflection contrasts sharply with his teammate Nicolas Otamendi, who has already firmly confirmed his own international retirement after this World Cup concludes. Otamendi's exit carries a stark historical reality. It leaves Messi as the singular, final surviving member of Argentina's 2014 World Cup squad. That brutal near loss to Cape Verde served as a reminder that this team's magic is finite, and the end of a very long era is an immediate approaching threat. Despite the scare, Argentina is still alive and advancing in the bracket. They are being driven forward by one ultimate objective, the monumental task of securing back-to-back World Cup titles. No nation has successfully defended a World Cup championship since Brazil accomplished it back in 1962. The upcoming matches are highly personal. We are watching the fragile closing minutes of the greatest World Cup career ever witnessed. Whatever happens next, take a close look at this run. Once this tournament ends, the final connection to Argentina's last 20 years of football history goes with it.